Hello and welcome to episode 47 of Jobless Weebs. I'm Marco, the beautiful Mexican.
And I'm Brian.
And today we're gonna go over sort of our tradition.
That's right.
Again, it started because we didn't have anything to talk about.
Oh, yep.
A year ago.
Yep.
But now
So
it's
long.
yeah, you know what? We're gonna dive into the anime that we're gonna watch. If not that, I'll probably end up watching all of them.
Oh, yes, yeah.
But
Or give each one a try.
yeah, but for
yes.
now we're just gonna talk about the ones that for sure we're gonna give them a shot. So what do you say that we jump right into them?
Let's go.
We have a lot of returning ones.
We do this time around.
And just for starters, the first one, would you mind giving me the honors?
Overlord it is then. Oh, I am a fan for this one. This is Overlord IV for season 4. By, of course, Studio Madhouse and based on a light novel, of course. But yeah, just looking at that picture, it just gets me so excited with all the Guardians. They're so good. Yeah, and so this is of course a continuation of the story. This will include some further plot developments with the Sorcerer's Kingdom going out about in the world. Of course, Ainsama is still not aware of what's going on, so all the others are like doing all the plans and stuff. But yes, we'll see more of the Emperor and I think more exploration of the world, if not to the part of the dwarves and the dragon. But I think that is a little bit later in the light novels.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
They haven't ever mentioned. I mean, the previous seasons they did cover the lizard people.
That's right, the lizard people. We do see a shot of a dragon, very like silvery white type of like, dragon. But yes, yeah, it'll be a first if they introduce that too.
Yeah, and we will definitely get to see Albedo again.
Yep. Oh, Albedo. We will. Oh, in all her glory.
The purest succubi out there.
Pure, innocent, pure, and just madly in love with Ainsama.
Oh boy.
For his own fault.
Yeah, he brought that to
He
himself,
cursed
right?
himself, he did. On a whim. But yeah, look forward to it. Definitely one that I'll be watching.
Nice. The next one, we have Hataraku Mao-sama, or the Demon Lord gets a job.
Yeah.
I don't quite remember, but pretty much this is the second season.
Oh, yes.
And I'm gonna be honest, this is one of the animes that I thought it deserved the second season.
Me
and
too.
It never got it. Like the first season came out like years. I don't even remember when.
Yeah, I can't remember either. But yeah, it's coming back.
Yeah. Oh, right. It says there, the devil is a part-timer.
Yeah, there it is.
And this is a reverse isekai anime, and it also has some comedy stuff and of course supernatural stuff. And in this anime we can see a little girl here. I'm not gonna give any spoilers, but that part's super fun.
Oh yeah.
When that girl appears and the statement that she makes, it's like, what?
No.
So,
it's like palm. Oh, my face palm.
So yeah, this is one of my favorite reverse isekais.
Oh yeah.
Because the Demon Lord in here, he has been defeated. So for all of you who wants to know what, like in first season, we have the Demon Lord is this guy here, and he was just defeated by the hero, and so he was pretty much banished from his world and was
defeated,
forced to
armies
go
conquered
to another place where he starts working at a kind of like a knockoff McDonald's
Yep.
chain restaurant
Mhm.
thing, and he's like, "Do you mean that I can gain all my power again if I like climb the escalator?" And so his dream is to become like the manager of the store, and then like
Mhm.
slowly climb up the ranks until he becomes like the CEO or one of the executives
Yep.
at that chain. But it's like,
Yeah.
but the steps that he has to go through, he's like, good luck with that.
Oh yes.
So
Oh yeah.
it's a funny one.
Which sure is. And the hero follows him to Earth basically. But yeah, there's a lot of things to look forward with this one.
Okay, so the next one.
Ooh. Let's see. This one will be Dr. Stone, Rusui. And oh, so this is a one
OVA.
episode.
Yeah,
Okay,
OVA.
this is a one episode deal. It's coming out in July. Oh wow! As it says here, it'll be a bridge between the second and third season. So we'll see how they handle that. Yeah, is that like just connecting for the anime, or they didn't cover everything with the manga?
This one is actually really good because this
yeah.
episode takes place right after the second season ended. For everyone who doesn't know, by the end of second season of Doctor Stone, like Tsukasa, who was the main antagonist of
yes,
like the first season and
right.
part of the second season, he is kind of dead. He's not dead, but he's out of the picture for now.
Yeah.
And so all the people in there, they're like, oh well, we can stay here. We have to revive the rest of the people, but we need someone who knows how to navigate the world. And so Ryusui, that guy is one of my favorite characters in the manga. Okay. By the way, the manga just ended like a couple months ago. The ending was but the story is good. Like the process to get there, the story was great, and all the things that they teach you, because all the stuff that they do is actually based on real like math, science, engineering stuff. So it's pretty interesting. And this episode, I think it's a great addition for the third season, which I believe it's going to be the I forgot. I think it's called the Miracle Island. No, Treasure Island.
Yes.
Treasure Island.
That's coming up. Yeah.
And that arc was one of my favorites. So really pumped for that one. The next one that I'm kind of hesitant. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it.
Oh no.
I'll just probably binge watch it once it's done.
Oh sure.
But yeah, the next one is like I believe like the fourth season of Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? And this the last season, season 3, end up kind of dark, to be honest, because the main character in here, he's an adventurer, but he's a rocky adventurer.
Yeah, and Belle is like, also there are adventuring houses, and Hestia is his goddess, basically. But yeah, him just like starting out.
I like that concept of like well, you know, like the Greek mythology gods are like,
and you can
the leaders of the clans or houses, how they call it, and they each had their followers, but for some reason, the goddess that he chose to follow, it's very poor, like Hestia.
And he's like her only follower or something like that.
I mean, in first season that was the case, and then like little by little, like the house gained more power, and there's also this thing where apparently each each house can fight each other, and the gods cannot die, but they can't be sent back to heaven or the Olympus, whatever that is, and they can never come back again. And so last season there was this case where there were like monsters that were able to think like people, and so they became friends with Belle, but they were still the enemies from all the other houses, and they pretty much instantly became the like, public enemy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and so yeah, that's why he ended up pretty dark. So I don't know how they're gonna fix it this time.
Continued.
Overall, the anime was more like an like ecchi fan service, kind of like fun thing, like
beat him up. Oh yeah, all of that.
Yeah, but like on the last season, they beat the crap out of Bill a lot. So
oh yeah, they beat him up. That's right.
Moving on to the next one.
Ooh, here we go. This one is Yukuso Jutsu Ryoku Shijo Shugui no Kyoshitsu, second season. This is another season for High School Elite, and it has been a while. This one will continue the story, of course, where it left off, but of course they changed it from the source, so we'll see how they incorporate.
Oh, really?
They did, yeah, because like the pool episode and a couple of other things like on a ship even are a bit different. We are going to focus on another heroine in this new season.
Oh boy.
Yep. And so well, we'll see, because she does act kind of aloof, almost dismissive of the guys, but we eventually see him going through and like really figuring out what she's really like. But yes, it is a little bit of a surprise coming from the previous seasons for this season. We'll see how they handled it though.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't read the light novel, but overall, I like the main character because it's one of those like one of the smartest guys in the room.
Yeah. Oh yes.
That he is cocky, but he doesn't show that he is cocky.
Right. Because he's in the school. Like it's like a new slate for him.
Unless you pull his arm, he's like, okay, you know what? Like you earn it. Like,
yeah, he will take you down. It totally crush you. In the anime, they hinted at his past with how he grew up. We might see more of that, but yeah, he is just totally like, if you mess with me, I'll like knock you down. But right now, I want to like live almost a peaceful life.
Right.
We'll see. But yeah, he's definitely one to watch out for.
Definitely. The next one, it's an also returning one. That we talk about it, and
oh dude,
I didn't watch the first season, but I know what you talk about because I follow the manga pretty far in.
Oh, there you go.
And we've talked a little bit about it before in previous episodes. So it's Kanojo Okarimashu.
Oh yes.
Second season, or like Rent a Girlfriend, season 2. And it's actually one of the ones that like we will be able to watch early July. And so in this season, I don't have a lot of comments about this one. So it's like we're just gonna keep watching the main character. I don't know. I mean, there's something with the main character that frustrates me.
Yes.
I don't know why, but it's like
to the point where it's not enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, the girls are all right because
Yes.
we're always gonna have different personalities with the girls.
With the girls.
And we
Because
always
each
have a
one of
lot
them.
of girls in the anime. So,
Oh yeah.
So like, yeah, you have the tsundere, the yandere, the kudere,
Dere. Oh yeah. All
dere,
sorts.
and
Yandere, which can be fun, but yeah, yes.
Yeah.
For them,
But for the main character, is like,
the
this
main
guy is like, he does gets his act together sometimes, and that's like once every a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
Where at least he acts like he has his act together, but
right. And Chizuru and the others like recognize that, but yes, it is uncommon.
Yeah, so I mean, this is probably a new take on a male protagonist because normally, even though it's like harem style, the focus is not on the male protagonist.
Oh, definitely not.
The focus is on the girls.
Yes.
And in this one, they try to give, at least this is my humble opinion. They try to give like a new traits or new behavior to the male protagonist. And it's like,
okay,
I don't like it. It's like just
right.
Just like make him normal. Make him one of those
aloof,
aloof
maybe
guys that is
not interested, but
very dense.
Yeah, very dense.
But with that innocence, not with dense and stupid.
And he is like desperately stupid, and that's the thing. He's like always second guessing himself. I get you. Ooh, this next one, definitely gonna give it a try. This one is Tensei Kenja no Isekai Life. Daitu no Shokugyou wo de Sekai. Saikyou ni. And it goes on. Oh wow, it's a long one.
It's definitely from a light novel.
This one, okay. Oh man, I was reading the manga for this one. It is a pretty fun one. I could read the description just for like the initial take on it. Whether at the office or at home, corporate drone Yuji Sano works all the time. So when his home PC flashes a message about him being summoned to another world, Yuji restarts his machine only to find that he's inadvertently accepted the summons. Now in a fantasy world, well actually that's kind of true, but I'll have to talk about that too.
Okay.
Now in a fantasy world far removed from paperwork and computers, Yuji has just one thing on his mind: waking up from what he thinks is a dream and getting back to the mountain of work he left behind. But this other world has other plans for Yuji, who quickly discovers his monster tamer character class allows him to befriend slimes. And thanks to their number, those slimes help him absorb so much magical knowledge that he gains a second character class in the blink of an eye. How will Yuji wield his power now that he's the greatest sage the realm has ever known? And what about all that paperwork? So, yes, another isekai. This guy, he's getting overworked at this company. And he gets a message, as it said, as I said, a summons to another world. Do you accept, yes or no? But then he inadvertently accepts by trying to get out of it and restart his computer. So then it just goes to say like, oh, we're going to take that as acceptance with the non-response. Right. So yeah, he gets totally just warped to this other world. It is a really fun one because the slimes are the key point. He has 80 of them. And it's really, really fun because they are like so cool. He's a tamer, but he's like the only sage, and he has like super high magic because they read and devoured like a library.
What the fuck?
Oh no, like the slimes, they also devour. They devour like monsters, plants, all other sorts of elements or just
What the
pieces
frick with
of
those
stuff. So the slimes are like, they're literally like bags of holding or some sort of pocket dimension type stuff. Because yeah, it's great. I just love going through. They like spit out a boar and then like fills up the whole room or something. But yes, yeah, this one is pretty cool. Another OP one where he gets into the world.
Right.
And
I remember
totally.
like 1 or 2 years ago we had another anime
We had
about like a tamer with slimes, right? But
there was another.
that was more like a slice of life kind of thing.
Yes. Oh yes, that's right. Yeah. So this is kind of similar and with a different take on it. Yeah, there have been quite a few slime types recently.
Right. Ever since that time I reincarnated into slime, probably they were like, oh yeah, why didn't we think
like
about slimes?
Slimes. Oh yeah, what a great idea.
Because you know, normally slimes.
Oh yeah.
In games like Dragon Quest, for starters, those are like the weakest.
They monsters. Are. They're the first ones you go out and bonk over the head.
Yeah.
You kill them and you get XP, and yeah, they are the weakest monsters out there. Oh,
okay, so for the next one that I will probably watch, I will probably need to rewatch the first season.
Yeah.
It's Made in Abyss, Retsujitsu no Owonkyo.
Nice.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think before the second season, there were a couple movies, right?
Oh.
And
I remember something like that.
And
yes.
This is based off of a manga, and this is one of the animes that kind of like betrayed me.
Oh yeah,
because it's like the art looks so cute.
Oh yes, yes.
But then
looks really great.
They go into the abyss.
Oh gosh,
and it's like, why are you here? Because I mean, the art is amazing. Just the monsters themselves are great.
Oh yeah.
Like whomever imagined the monsters is like, dude, my respects, but you gotta go to the doctor. Because the monsters or like the creatures in that world are great. Because they don't feel strange to the type of art of the little kids.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
You know, like they blend really good. Because and I mean also the song I gotta say I love the soundtrack as well. So the story focuses mainly on this girl. Her name is Rico, and this boy, his name is Reg. And later on, almost at the end of the first season, this girl, whose name is Nanachi. And this is a weird story because this is kind of like I wouldn't say post-apocalyptic, but it seems that there's a lot in the past that we're not told. And it's just about a group of people venturing themselves into pretty much a hole in the middle of the land that God knows how deep it goes. But apparently there are like 6 layers or so, right?
Oh.
Or there are a number of layers. And and so the deeper you go in the layers, the more treasures you will find, but also the more dangers you will find. Either that they want to kill you, or that if you want to go back, that it will kill you because you're like the physics behind it. It's kind of like if you go underwater, and once you try to reach like the surface, like if you go really faster than your bubbles, then the pressure will kill you.
Oh yes. You have to. That's right, because you have to slowly go up.
Yeah, that's the way
Right.
that I understood it. Like,
Oh, sure. Similar idea.
yeah,
Okay.
and so there are like different ranks for these miners or explorers. So depending your rank is how deep in the abyss you can go. And this girl's mother apparently is one of the best explorers out there, but she has been missing. So she wants to look for her mother, and it's like,
yeah,
I'm gonna go there. And you're like, what a wholesome story.
right.
A girl trying to reunite with her mother, and then you see all the stuff, and it's like, that's not wholesome. The story, regardless, is great.
Oh yes.
Right, I recommend it to anyone that likes thriller, because this is not a horror anime, but it's definitely like a suspense one. And still kind of like fantasy thriller, I would call it.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah, like don't get fooled by the cute designs of the characters, because
things happen.
Yeah.
Oh yes. The next one I'll try. Oh yes. So this one is Yofukashi no Uta, or Song of the Night, I believe. So this is another vampire story about this vampire girl. One sleepless night, Ko slips out to walk the streets. Life after dark is a revelation. When flirtatious Nazuna invites Ko to spend the night at her place in an abandoned building, he's stoked. But then he awakens to kisses on his neck with a little too much bite to them. Is it just the delicious taste of his blood that makes her meet him night after night for late night adventures, conversation, and naps? Or something else? Then, when a cute girl from Ko's past shows up and competes for his attention, his budding relationship with the undead is put to the test. So yeah, it is an odd beginning because they're literally just like napping, but then I remember the manga page where she's like biting him, and it's like, yep, he's caught. So yeah, he's basically her like energy source. There's fighting, there's like disputes. So yeah, this one is also the relationship is definitely like servant and master. So rom-com, not so much, but there are some like relationship stuff in there. So yeah, it will be quite something to take a look at.
I'll probably also give it a try.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So.
Also the I remember the drawings were pretty cool, like in the source. So yeah, the manga was pretty cool. So that I liked it.
The next one that I'll probably check out, it's called Mama Haha no Tsurego ga Motakano Data. And this is based off a light novel. It's gonna be a rom-com, and
yes.
And it's like a part of me is like, I'm very disappointed in you for wanting to watch that. But the other part of me is like, it's like, remember a couple of cuckoos?
Yep.
Like, you're watching it. You're still watching it. So it's like, just keep the momentum and just watch it already.
Oh yeah.
Because this is pretty much. I'm just gonna read the description, and so it says high school. Is there any better place to start fresh after a horrible middle school relationship? Nope. Not unless your ex ends up at the same school as you, and is now your step sibling. What was supposed to be a sanctuary of peace, where I could avoid ever seeing her again, has become a living nightmare. Everywhere I look, I see her. In my house, in my school, in my class. There's no escape. She even claims that she's the older sibling. Like hell she is. But I won't lose to her after all. I'm the older brother in this new family situation. That's right, we're family now. No matter how much we have thought we love each other before, we saw one another's true colors and realized we weren't meant for each other. That's why, even though we might keep a body sibling act for the sake of our parents, things will never go back the way that they used to be. You know, I kind of like this description because most of the time it's like a very abstract description. This felt like a...
This captured the feel of the story.
Like one extra point for Gryffindor for these guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because I did watch the trailer for that one. And,
yes.
And I think that the translation in English is "I can't believe my ex is my sister now" or something like that.
Yeah.
And and I was a bit turned off. It was like another rom-com, but you know, this synopsis sold me. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch it now.
You will. And I looked at the I'm reading the manga, and yes, it is gonna be a fun watch.
Yeah, it's one of those disastrous rom-coms.
Yeah.
That like they hate each other, but like but
and they compete with each other
again.
Oh my!
But it's gonna be those messed up because they're brothers now.
Brother and sister. Yep. Goodness.
But it's like a lot of rom-coms have ended up being like that. So.
Oh yeah, boy. Yep. So yeah, this will definitely join the ranks.
Oh boy, but yeah, I don't have any more comments to that. It's just like it's just as ridiculous as it sounds.
Yes.
But if you're into that, it's like by all means, because we're also gonna watch it. So we don't really have a room to judge you.
Oh yeah, I know.
All right, next one.
All right. So this one is Isekai Yakkyoku, based on a light novel, and it is another pharmaceutical one. We've had a couple of pharmaceutical isekai.
On the previous seasons, we did.
That's right. Quite a few. This one is a young pharmacologist and researcher in Japan died from overworking. Man,
why am I not surprised?
Yeah.
Like, Japan, are you getting like are you getting these ones? Like
and was reincarnated in a medieval parallel Europe. Nice. He was reincarnated as a 10-year-old apprentice to a famous royal court pharmacist and had attained an inhumane skills of ability to see through disease, material creation, and material destruction. In a society in which dubious medical practice are rampant, price gouging through the monopoly of the pharmacist guild and good medicine aren't available to the commoners. He was recognized by the emperor at that time and opened a pharmacy at the corner of the town. He will wipe out the fraud that has swept the world and deliver to the commoners a truly effective medicine that was developed using present-day pharmacology. Thus, the boy pharmacist will cheat by using his previous knowledge to create innovative medicines while helping the people of the parallel world, a story about living his new life to the fullest this time. So yeah, another pharmacist one, basically, and that wraps it up. But yeah, this one, it seems like a pretty cool idea. It specifically says parallel medieval Europe, so it's pretty specific. Interesting that he's going to be going up against these other pharmacists who basically gouge the common people, which is, of course, kind of drawing on that idea that medieval times wasn't the greatest for medicine.
Or for anything.
Or for anything. Right, that's right. So yeah, we'll probably see procedures.
Yeah, I would love it to be.
Oh yeah.
uh, a little easygoing, but
Yeah.
it just has the fantasy tag. So it's like, I think there's gonna be some dark stuff, given that he wants to go up against.
Yeah, that's what. That's what I was thinking.
Sounds like a mafia.
Oh yes, yes. Yep, like the established powers that be for this one. So yeah, this is based on a light novel, and it looks like he's part of a pharmacy team. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Oh boy, yeah. If like he gets threatened or anybody else on this team threatened for their lives, it'd be interesting. But maybe it'll be similar to the past ones.
Hopefully,
I think they were more slice of life.
Yeah. The previous pharmacy ones were more slice of life. I mean, there was drama, but it was like, nothing that a good cold medicine wouldn't fix, kind of thing.
Absolutely.
All right, so for the next one, I've been waiting for this one. I've been following the manga as well.
Oh, yes.
And it's the same author that wrote Takagi-san and the current Kunoichi.
Yeah, the Kunoichi. The female
in the heart of the Kunoichi Tsubaki. So it's the same author, and you can even see the art is pretty similar.
Ooh, very similar.
So this one is called Soredemo Ayumu wa Yosetekaru. And so it's pretty much the story of this guy, Ayumu Tanaka, who is deeply in love with his senpai, and his senpai is they're together in this club, in this shogi club, and she is good, or at least she is way better than him.
Oh yes.
So he has decided to confess his love to her once, and only once he beats her. And she knows, or at least she has a notion that he has a crush on her, and every time she is trying to make him spill the beans, only for her to be the one ends up being embarrassed.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So it's a really good one. It's slice of life. I would say a reverse Takagi-san, because Takagi-san, Takagi was the one teasing Nishikata.
Yeah, instigating the teasing situation.
And in this one, I mean, she wants to do the same, but it's like it goes terribly wrong, and so she's pretty much the one being teased. So yeah, it's a cute one, and it's like, I'm probably gonna watch it because I'm hoping it to be one of the Saturday, Sunday ones, because those are perfect for a weekend.
Ooh, they are, or
even Friday. It's like,
sure, Friday night. Ooh,
yeah. Those are one of the perfect ones just to sit back and relax. It's just like,
so it's a weekend anime,
right? All right, moving on.
Yes. So Engage Kiss is this next one. It's A1 Pictures. So already that studio kind of grabs the attention. It says comedy, romance, supernatural. And it's an original anime. So I was trying to look stuff up, find out more about it. The trailer has pretty much everything that I know about it.
Wait. Well, is that one the one with kind of like a super?
There are supernatural, like
kind of like killing demons or something.
Yes, so in the trailer, it was really weird. Like I was watching the trailer, it had some pretty cool. It was very nice. It was like there were some girls, there was this guy, and then like she, of course, is the one with like the hair, and she's like a hair tie on the side, but then it like switches over to the blue-haired girl, and then like near the middle of the trailer, bam, demons pop up, and it's like they're fighting them, and I was like, whoa! So it's like a demon it's like a fighting one, I think, from what I saw from that type of action.
Yeah, I think because the guy is kind of like a meh, right?
Yeah.
But he's like super good at killing demons.
Yeah, and they're like teams and whatnot. So yeah, this one we'll definitely see what kind of a story they present. Of course, it's original, so we will be pleasantly surprised when it comes out.
Nice. Okay, so the next one, it's a new take on Isekai, I would say. It's called Isekai Ojisan, and it's about the uncle from a guy named Takafumi, and he mentioned that his uncle fell into a coma. And he was in a coma for the longest time until he's back, and his uncle, he loves video games, he loves anime, and he's like, I went there and I saved the world and I had a harem kind of thing. And he's like, this guy's crazy.
He's totally bonkers.
So I mean, I'm just gonna watch it because it's like introducing this new take on the isekai, because
it's the return.
Like, all the isekais are always doing the same, like we're having this guy to another world, he's OP, blah 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 blah. What happens in the world? And I think with the Moonlight Fantasy isekai, when he was isekai, he was like, we're just gonna make everyone forget about you.
Okay.
You can go to the new world like with peace in mind. But in this one, it's like he was transported, but kind of like just his consciousness and his body was left behind. So when he was all good and done, and like you're good.
Okay.
And now he is like a crazy old dude.
This is so weird.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't like to say crazy old dude because we're from the 90s as well, so it's like...
It's true. Yeah,
a crazy young dude. A crazy young dude.
Yeah, born in the 90s.
I mean, I think they say in the manga, I think he's in his 30s or something like that.
Okay.
So like, I wanna because they do show some girls on the image here at the beginning. So I wonder if those are the girls from the other world, and or if that's gonna be again a reverse isekai where now the girls are gonna come here and probably ask him to join them again.
I see. I'll have to watch the trailer again.
I didn't watch the trailer, but like
I haven't read the manga yet. They look like we have a sword fighter, maybe a magic user, and more of like a mage priest. Oh yeah, it's gonna be wacky.
All right, next one.
This anime is Kumicho Musume to Sewegakari, a comedy slice of life. It is based off of a manga, but the first line is hilarious. Who's your nanny? So imagine the Yakuza, and the boss is busy, but he has a family. So he lets one of the guys take care of his daughter. So just that whole situation. Let's see here. I could skim over the description real quick. The guy is Kirishima Toru. So he's the right-hand man of the Sakuragi crime family. And for him, the job is a perfect excuse to let his violent instincts run wild, earning him the nickname the Demon of Sakuragi. it seems like nothing will stand in the way of his vicious nature. But then one day he receives an assignment like never before from the boss, babysitting his daughter. This is the heartwarming, or is it blood-curdling, story of a little girl and their Yakuza caretaker. So yeah, really, really silly. This is just going to be straight up fun to watch, I think.
Yeah.
Him trying to take care of her, but then maybe she has some crazy tendencies maybe, and then he's like taking care of her the Yakuza way. So yeah, we will have fun with this one. I believe we've seen things before like it, but yeah, this is going to be a slice of life. So very going to be a fun watch, I believe.
Yeah, it's gonna. I think it's gonna be kind of like the way of the house husband.
Yeah, the way of the house husband.
But at the same time, not, because he's still keeping his Yakuza persona.
Right. Like they're in it currently, kind of thing. Yeah.
Like in the way of the house husband, like he still acts like one, but like
but he's
completely detached from that. So. But in this one, he's still in there. So like
so maybe it'll be more similar to Hinamatsuri. With the alien, the girls with supernatural powers. But then
that one was so crazy as well.
Oh, it was crazy, yeah. So yeah, this one definitely going to be fun, I think.
All right, the next one, it's called Utawarerumono, Futari no Hakuoro, or the Mask of Truth. And this one, I'm a man of culture, and I just finished the 2 previous seasons this week. So
there you go. Oh yeah.
Okay, so this is the 3rd season, which if you are thinking on starting watching from that one, I wouldn't recommend it, because you will not understand it. So this is based on a game, and an adult RPG. Surprisingly enough, it's not as ecchi as other ones, but so the story so far is like, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
So in this 3rd season, they are going to focus more on the main character from the 2nd season, which is this guy who's here. But the story develops in pretty much in the future. So it's kind of weird, because in the 1st season, Utawarerumono, you find this man who has no recollection of who he is, but he has a mask that he cannot take off. And so he is found by a girl with animal ears and a tail, and everyone in the village has those weird ears and tails except for him. And he's like, is that real? And it's like, of course it's real. You like, and so the character in the 1st season, he is a natural born leader, but he has some story behind. So the 1st season is 26 episodes, and as the story progresses, the main character discovers that he was part of an experiment. He was kind of like a missing link in the evolution of man. Because before these animal ear people came to be, it is told that pretty much the world was destroyed and uninhabitable for people, until they found this guy that had the mask and decided to perform experiments on him. And they also, like people, wanted to play God, and they created these life forms with the ears and tails. But then things went out of hand, which let pretty much all mankind be destroyed
Oh, naturally.
And
Whoa.
I mean, the long-eared people became now
Oh,
the
they're
living
like
the dominant living species in there, and they started
Wow.
creating like cities and villages, and they didn't have a lot of technology. Like one of the things that I liked is that they put a lot of kind of like the indigenous Oriental like communities, a lot of traits, because it's not like the indigenous from like North America or like South America. It looks more like the indigenous people or communities from China, Japan, Vietnam, like all those places, because they do like that, like the character design, and it looks great.
Oh yeah.
They also say that introduced kind of like some sort of magic. It was kind of weird because like there's kind of like there was technology, but suddenly somewhere along the line, magic came to be as well.
Okay.
And so
with these beast-like people.
Yes.
Oh.
And so the first season is over when this guy with the mask, I mean, it's gonna suck because I'm spoiling a lot of good points, but it's an excellent story.
Yeah.
This guy, the leader in the first season, he's pretty much a demon, kind of like a gigantic demon, but his soul was kind of like a split in two. And so the main antagonist is his other half, who's running amok.
What the?
So he manages to fuse with his other half and asks his subordinates to seal him away, because otherwise he would have destroyed everything. And so they do that, and the first season came out in 2006. The second season came out on 2015.
Oh my.
So the second season now, it's about this guy. His name is Haku. And he also wakes up with no recollection of what happened before. And it happened kind of like similar to the first season, but he didn't have a mask.
Yeah.
And he goes to another, it's pretty much another part of the world where where there's an empire called the Yamato Empire. And the military generals have masks, and that threw me off because it's like,
because you're coming from
what's happening in here. And so it turns out that people in the past tried to replicate the original mask from the guy from the first season. And they did replicate it. It wasn't as powerful, but it was powerful.
It was powerful.
And so a lot of people had some broken masks, and it was actually kind of funny because we do see all the characters from the first season. They do appear in the second season, but now they are kind of like enemies.
Okay.
Yeah,
shifting the whole paradigm.
Yeah. So kind of like the main characters now changed. But in this third season, like the second season was a complete chaos. Because what was supposed to be kind of like a prosperous empire turned out to be like a den of treason. And so this third season, what I think it's going to focus in the rest of what's going to happen to the Yamato Empire, and so this is the third one, and I believe there are 3 parts of the game as well. So this is the last adaptation of the game.
Okay.
But it's the story is great, and I'm having a hard time just trying to
like putting it all together.
Like, if you want to watch it, go watch the previous Utawarerumono series so you can understand it, because if you watch it right off the bat, it's a terrible idea. So
yep. since this is building on the past.
Yeah, and especially since there's such a huge gap between the previous seasons.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
So one of the next ones that I'm excited about is Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer, or in Japanese, Hoshino Samidare. This is actually, this manga is over. It's, I think, over 69 chapters. And the art style looks a lot like Gurren Lagann.
Ah, yes.
But it's an amazing story because the main character it's this guy here. He's a college student, and one day a girl just arrives and tells her like he has to help her because there's one individual that wants to destroy the world. And he's like, okay, but there's a catch. This girl also wants to destroy the world. But he's like, I want you to help me to stop him from destroying the world just so I can destroy it.
Oh, I see.
So surprisingly enough, there's a lot of emotions there. It's like
really
comedy, sadness, happiness. It is a great manga. I started reading it and it's like it's ridiculous. Yeah, like overall it's like you can see that this is a really well thought plot because ultimately the world is gonna be destroyed. Like you just gotta choose
who does it.
Like who do you want it to destroy? Like that's about it. So like yeah, you should probably watch that one because that one's gonna be an interesting one.
Yeah.
So there should be enough material for 2 to 3 seasons. So and I think this first season I think it's gonna have 24 episodes. I think I read it somewhere, but if it has just 12 episodes, it's like it could have
a couple more.
It could have more seasons. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. So the next one that I'm probably gonna watch is Orient Second Core.
Yes.
This one, when the first one came out, like I started watching it when it was like around episode 6, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And and I really liked it. I think this one has enough potential to become the next Black Clover or the next Boruto. If the cards are played right.
Oh, yeah.
Because it has this annoying character with a lot of energy, but a lot of holes in his skills. And he's able to do some stuff that for some others come as natural. So yeah, this one is really good. It's about pretty much just like magic samurais.
Okay.
Which one was the other one that you want to watch?
This one is Kami Kuzu Idol. It is comedy josei, a music one, since it's idol. This one, it has an interesting like premise. As you can see here, there's this like floating girl in the back of the image, and then the two idols up in the front. But the problem is that the main protagonist, he is not giving the idol business 100%. He's like not really doing the best in singing. He's not really like connecting with the fans, and he's really sloppy and stuff. But the other guy, he's like really, really good. So it's like this idol duo might not be working out. But then the girl, she is a ghost. And this might make you think of other shows. This girl, she's like regretful of her life, and she's dead. So, but she is also an idol. She loves to perform. So they like somehow meet up, and then there's going to be some spirit possession in this one. So yeah, through him, I think she's going to perform. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So yeah, that is going to be kind of another idol, but with that idea of someone else overtaking your body,
Right.
kind of like the shogi one, with the ghost possession.
No, it was not shogi. It was
no.
Go.
Oh, Go. That's right.
Hikari no Go.
Yeah, that one. Yes.
All right. Just for some honorable mentions that I do wanna talk about really fast.
Yes.
Is the third season of Yachin-chan Dropkick. This is this is a comedy, and it's very ridiculous. It's about a really powerful demon, or at least she was, but now she's a familiar, and to break the seal of her being a familiar, the master has to die, but she never manages to kill her. She always ends up being beaten almost to death a lot of times. So nice. Another honorable mention. It's Love Live Superstars second season.
Yeah, another Love Live.
There's nothing. Well, there's not much to say other than we have an entire episode talking about Love Live. So if you want to know our thoughts about that one, you can just go watch that episode.
So good.
And for the next one, probably another honorable mention that I'll probably gonna watch sometime. It's called Bucchigire. This one, it's an historical one, and it's just like about a group of 7 criminals who are hired to be the stands-in for the guards of the royal court, kind of like
a body double,
right? Kind of like a Suicide Squad anime version.
Nice.
And of course, each one of these criminals have their past, and some of them kind of like were imprisoned unfairly. So some of them are going to use now their new positions to seek justice. And the other one that I caught my attention was Prima Doll.
Yeah.
Prima Doll, it for some reason it sounded to me like a lighthearted Nier Automata version.
Oh yes. It like watching it and at least looking into it, they are androids from a war era. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so it has a slice of life there. So
yes.
Probably the anime. I think I saw the trailer, and the anime is gonna develop in them opening up like a cafe or a restaurant or something. So it's like kind of like wholesome thing, and there's like
very, very
like these cute killing machines doing cute things.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be good, I think.
As for the other ones, I mean, we have a lot more.
We do.
But
another kaiju one.
Yeah, we have another football one, but
yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be hard to actually beat Awashi this season.
Awashi.
Yeah, we have another idol that is called Shinepost, and I'm getting a lot of Wake Up Girls vibes from it. Kind of like I don't know why, but it's not like Love Live, it's gonna be like this is not gonna be like sunshines and rainbows. This is gonna be pain.
Yeah, and like them trying to work
Yeah, it's
like around difficulties.
around
Yeah.
difficulties and showing the dark side of the business, and it's like,
Yeah. That's it.
no, I don't want that. So
Yeah.
I'll probably watch it.
Oh
Probably.
yes. Yeah.
I mean,
To give you-
if we do another one of the
Oh yeah.
spring, summer
Summer
in
what we're
60
watching.
seconds,
Yeah.
it's like,
Mhm.
I'll probably give it a try. Other than that, it's like, yeah, I don't think so.
Mhm.
I think those are all for the animes,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah. So far.
There are
Mhm.
some movies
Yup.
that I've been waiting for them.
Oh yeah.
There are like 3 or 4 movies that I've been waiting for them.
Mhm.
One of them, it's from the Holy Trinity of Wholesomeness, Yuru Camp, the movie.
Yup.
This movie, I believe it will take place in the future. I think so. Like when Rin and Nadeshiko, all of them are grown up, or now kind of like in college or after college, I believe.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And
All right.
I mean, it's just
It's
pure
been-
wholesomeness.
Yeah.
So
It truly is. Oh yeah.
there's also the One Piece film Red,
Mm-hmm.
which I believe probably it's gonna talk about Shanks, which is the red hair pirate.
Okay. Makes sense.
Another, it's Tsurune the movie. This one is an archery anime from I think 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
It's an okay one.
It's from Kyoto Animation.
Yeah. The animation, just
is this the movie from the? Oh, I remember when it came out. It was a few years ago, the archery anime season.
Like the main character, I forgot his name though, but
okay.
The main character, he was really good at archery, but suddenly he was afraid of doing archery, and he started missing all of his shots, and that pretty much generated him a trauma. And so the anime is about him recovering from that trauma. Yeah. And going, like finding the love again in archery, and because it was something that he loved to do.
Oh yes.
And he has the power of friendship with him.
Oh yes, the power of friendship.
The other movie, it's Bakuten, the movie.
Oh yeah.
This one is from a year ago, I believe. Okay. And it's called like Backflip, and I believe this is going to cover when they go to nationals.
Oh yes, okay.
The animation is great.
This is the Backflip movie.
It's about a group of high school boys who do artistic gymnastic. Yeah. So it's like they pretty much have 3 minutes to perform a lot of like dances, jumps. I mean, I'm pretty sure that there's like a there's like a right name for it. And
yes, there must be. Yeah.
But the anime is great. I also finished. I kind of like had it on hold. And then I was like, you know what? I think there was gonna be a movie, so I decided to finish it, and it was worthwhile, I believe.
Nice. Ooh, the Summer Tunnel one. Natsuino Tunnel. Oh yeah, Sayonara no Deguchi. Yeah, this is gonna be another like supernatural, like summer romance almost. I want to say. Where this tunnel is basically a point of phenomenon in this town. And just looking at the description here, lots of space and time are getting changed through this tunnel. So yeah, I think it'll be an interesting watch. Kind of like one of those. Like looking at it, it makes me think of like Shinkai's style type stuff. But yeah, this is gonna be great. summer movie, I think.
Nice. Yeah. Other than that, we have a lot of Gundam movies.
Oh yes.
I guess that's about it for the
Nice.
ones we're gonna watch. We're gonna have a packed summer again. So.
Oh, we will. We will.
And I need to reorganize my schedule because I need to watch for the 20th time Is the Order of Rabbit. So.
Yep. Oh, so
But
good.
I mean, that was pretty damn good. We covered a
yeah.
lot of them.
We did quite a bit.
Yeah, we're gonna hope to give all of them a try for the first episodes and show you guys like. Which ones you would like to watch. Because of course, I mean, not everyone will like the ones that we chose to watch.
That's right. Tons of different people, tons of different tastes.
So yeah, we're probably missing a lot of good ones that just went from our radar. Because I remember, like, I don't think we ever talk about like Your Boy Cogman.
Yeah, we didn't. We didn't, and it's amazing. Yeah. I really like it so far. Yeah, it's really fun. That's right. Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you guys like this video. And we will see you next week.
Yep. Till then.
See ya.